And to get that back the next day, it's almost like you've had the overnight fairies working on it, because it comes back completely transformed. And it's usually the volume of work that surprises me that it actually can come back. I'm Andrew Watson. I'm the president of Oxford Strategic Marketing, and we look after a lot of client work in strategy and capability. But what we found really useful with overnight designers was the fact that they're located in a different market, in a different time zone, and being able to do some work in the US or in the UK, send it out, and you get the work delivered back the next morning is tremendously helpful. And I think what it does for us is it surprises our clients. And we don't often reveal how we get it done overnight, but we rely on being able to have something in an inbox the next morning. So when we work with designers who effectively are their own business, in other words, they work just for themselves, it's one designer, the risk is you get a number of consultants sending them documents at the same time. And the challenge you have is trying to make sure that that person has the capacity to send back the work you need when they're being overloaded. If I had any concern about overnight design in the early days when we started using them, it would have been, can you hand over a piece of work at the end of your working day and know you're going to get back high quality the next morning? So that was quite risky, and I think we've overcome that in the past by making sure when the time zones are overlapping, so late my evening or early in their morning, if it was important and it was high profile, we'd have a conversation. But what impresses me most is when we've spent a couple of days as consultants compiling something fairly big, fairly monstrous. In other words, lots and lots of slides and templates and visuals required. It's usually unfair, but we would send that across and hope by some miracle that we can get it back the next day. But bearing in mind, it's taken us as consultants a couple of days to develop. And to get that back the next day, it's almost like you've had the overnight fairies working on it, because it comes back completely transformed. So I think the single biggest impact that overnight design has helped us to have is fast turnaround. And in a world where things are moving quickly and the expectation of development to delivery is getting shorter and shorter, the ability to turn something around overnight from a workshop or a meeting on a Tuesday to be ready and presentable in somebody's inbox on a Wednesday morning first thing is quite phenomenal. These guys are really just nice guys, and it's very easy to send stuff over. They're not particularly prickly about anything. I don't think they ever get really annoyed, and if they do, you never see it. As I've been mulling over and as I've been reflecting on overnight design and the relationship we've had with Ash and Jason, it goes back, for me at least, for over 10 years. And I think that's a true testimony to the quality of the work and the consistency of the work we've had, that we've been able to rely on this team for so long.